Jace Denman here for Flag Family Media. I'm here with MSUM Dragon forward Terryn Johnson. Terryn, you've gotten off to your non-conference schedule. You finished that up. You've gone on multiple road trips. What have you learned about your teammates during this first 6 games of the season?
I think a lot of the first games we played some very talented teams, and it's been really eye-opening to the things we need to work on. But one thing that really stood out to me was like our chemistry and our willingness to fight through adversity. There was a lot of games where we were down by quite a bit at halftime or just off to the start, and we never gave in, which I think is a great trait of our team. And I think I've also just really learned like the bond that we have is very different than I've had before. So I think this team has a great like chemistry that will push us through.
What's it been like into your second year now with the team? You had a role on the team as a freshman. You come in this year, you're a sophomore. You're kind of counted on for scoring, rebounding, etc. How's that change gone for you going from year 1 to year 2?
Yeah, I've definitely had a role change this year. Last year I was lucky enough to play with the great Peyton Boom, so I got to learn a lot from her, playing against her in practice and just feeding off of her in games. So now I've kind of gotten to emulate her game and work that into my own. It's definitely different. I am counted on more, as you said, as a scorer, so I've kind of fit into that. And one thing, just like to take away my nerves, I still just focus on rebounding because rebounding leads to scoring for me usually, so that has helped a lot. But we have some great freshmen who came in who also pick up with the scoring, so they've been doing great. Natalie Jen's great. We have some great shooters who come off the bench and who start, so it's never completely on me, which is nice.
Right.
So I think it's definitely been interesting, like getting into a new groove, but I'm starting to feel more comfortable in my position.
When you look at some of those freshmen coming in then, and obviously you were in that same position last year, and you talk about Peyton Boom kind of leading the way for you as an upperclassman, what's it like kind of trying to talk with those freshmen and kind of get them on the same page? Because obviously there is an adjustment coming from high school ball. I mean, obviously you were very successful at Kindred. You come here to MSUM, and now you've got to take that experience from last year and kind of transmit that info to Maya and some of the other freshmen. So what's that been like for you, kind of saying, hey, I was here last year, this is how it's going to go?
I feel like I've been put in a great position to help them. I had great leaders last year coming up as a freshman. It's very daunting. It's a different pace of game, but they always help me through it, so I know exactly what they're going through. So it's pretty easy to know what's going on in their heads during the games, whether they're doing well or bad. You kind of know like what they're feeling. So I love having the opportunity to help them, to talk to them. And I think they've both been doing great, adjusting well to the game, and everyone off the bench too as well. So
going to the off season, so when you got done at Kindred, you kind of had maybe a shorter off season, you might say, before starting last year. Now this year you've been in the program for a year now. What types of things did you work on during the off season to kind of get yourself ready for this year and in that increased role?
Yep. I think the biggest thing that I worked on this last year was hitting the weight room and getting stronger. Last year coming in as a freshman, I had the height, but I was out-muscled by a lot of those older girls, so I think that was the main focus, was getting stronger and also just increasing my endurance, as I knew I'd be going into a new role this year and I'd probably have to play more key minutes than I did last year. So I worked on my strength and endurance as well as just getting in the gym, getting shots up. So
this has been the end of the non-conference. You start conference play on Thursday against Northern. You get a chance then on Saturday for your first home game against University of Mary. What's kind of the difference, maybe a little bit different mentality in a sense that you're kind of more familiar with these teams? What's the difference when you transition into conference season and getting ready for that?
Well, I think these last 5 games have been really great learning opportunities, but now we're ready to stop learning and start winning. So I think we really just have to bear down these next couple of days, get ready for these games. And there's something to be said of playing on your own court, protecting your own court. So Saturday, we're really looking forward to finally hosting a game, getting the home crowd there, having all the family and friends there to support. But conference play definitely is a little bit different because then it's like, okay, it's time to get going. So.
All right. Well, obviously we'll be there on Saturday covering you guys. Best of luck. We look forward to another exciting season of Dragon women's basketball, and can't wait to see you guys on the court here at Nimzik Fieldhouse. So this has been Jace Denman along with Terryn Johnson, forward from your MSUM Dragon basketball. We'll talk to you soon.